If your 401k could invest in Ethereum or Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies really soon, would you do it? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down and explaining to you what just happened right out of the White House. Let's dive into it. All right, so let's talk about it. So August 7th, 2025, President Trump signed an executive order. This is straight out of White House Gov, democratizing access to alternative assets for 401k investors. Let's break this down. So here's the purpose. He says many wealthy Americans and government workers who participate in public pension plans can invest in or are the beneficiaries of investment in a number of alternative assets. Yet more than 90 million Americans participate in employer-sponsored defined contribution plans. These are, these 401ks or retirement plans. They do so to protect the Americans whose retirement accounts they administer. He talks about during his first term in 2020, recognizing that prudent federal action could encourage the proliferation, I don't know what that means, dropped out of college, of investment strategies under which a portion of retirement plans are allocated in alternative assets. So what he's saying here is that this money should go into crypto. And that's what this policy, that's what this executive order was just signed. And now 401ks can now be invested into retirement plans here really soon. Now, if you don't know what a 401k is, let's break that down. Okay, so a basic 401k plan is defined where an employee can make contributions, right? In the comments of the video, do you have a 401k, yes or no? Can make contributions from his or her paycheck either before or after tax. That's a key thing, depending on the options offered in the plan. The contributions go into a 401k account, with the employee often choosing investments based on options provided under the plan. Now, the person doesn't necessarily choose where the money's going, right? It's somebody else at a fund choosing where the money's going. I'll give you an example of one right now. In some plans, the employer also makes contributions, such as matching the employee's contributions up to a certain percentage. Simple and safe harbor 401k plans have mandatory employer contributions. So that's why people do it. You can see here, 403b tax sheltered annuity is a retirement plan offered by public schools and certain tax-exempt organizations. Right, this is how they get people to take certain jobs, because they tell you that the 401k is what you're going to do. You're going to get it when you're like 60, and then you're going to be forever, wealthy and successful. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. The point is that this 401k money, and I actually want to show you a quick chart real quick on where these 401ks are headed. Okay, this is the growth in assets. I asked ChatGPT to type this up for me. Assets in trillions of dollars, right? There is over $9 trillion just in the U.S. alone right now in these 401k plans. Now, recently something happened. Okay, let's share this again. Something happened in the Department of Labor. Okay, May 28th, bottom left of the screen, May 28th, the U.S. Department of Labor rescinds, so they take back the 2022 guidance of cryptocurrency in 401k plans. That's why this is powerful. These 401k companies and service providers are now allowed to invest into crypto. Okay? Read this real quick. The 2022 guidance directed planned fiduciaries to exercise extreme care before adding cryptocurrency to investment menus. This language deviated from the requirements of the Employee Retirement Income Security Act and marked departure of the department's historical neutral principle-based approach to fiduciary investment decisions. If you don't know what a fiduciary is, go Google this, but that's what you want to deal with, okay? They're legally binded to make the right decisions for you. Most people don't even know what that is. And guess what? Biden administration in the past, they were against and discouraged fiduciaries from including crypto as an option. That is now officially done. They just rescinded this guidance. The department reaffirms its neutral stance, and now these major companies like Fidelity, this is Fidelity's website. Crypto investing is now easier. You know how much money Fidelity has? Yeah, They manage over $6 trillion in AUM, which stands for Assets Under Management, as of June 30th of this year. Guess what? Fidelity has two new crypto funds, one for Bitcoin, one for Ethereum. This is where that IRA money, that 401k money, can now start to flow in these assets. Now, some of these assets are going to flow through 401ks. Some of them are going to flow through these spot ETFs. Now, January 10th of last year, 2024, Gary Gensler finally allowed a Bitcoin spot ETF. The key word here is spot. Spot means that they have to buy the underlying asset. So if it's just a normal exchange traded product or whatever, they don't have to necessarily buy the Bitcoin. Well, when a spot Bitcoin ETF, they do. Bitcoin has been approved as of today, and so has Ethereum. July 22nd, 2024, US SEC approves the first spot Ethereum ETF, which started trading. Now, guess what? Fidelity has these ETFs, Bitcoin has these ETFs, and now the 401k money is coming into crypto. Let me know in the comments if you have a 401k, and if you would let your 401k get some exposure to crypto. Let me know.